Hey guys, it's Brandon, aka The Workman's Pomp, aka B136 on the Reddit forums and on Instagram. And I have another water-based pomade for you today. It's the Gonzo Super Slick Water-Based Pomade. Now, this is made by the Gonzo Original Supply, and it says on the back that it's proudly created, tested, and distributed in the Gonzo Original Supply, manufactured in Japan. So this is an Asian pomade. What they're mostly known for is this, and also the oil-based counterpart collabo that they did with Lockhart's. Now, I will say this, that I've been interested in this pomade for a long time. Since I tried the oil-based pomade, I was wondering what a water-based pomade would be like, especially since Cool Grease is the only Japanese Asian pomade that I have tried. That being said, this has always kind of been on my radar, but admittedly I forgot about it with a bunch of home brews coming out. And then Gary G, aka the Western Gent, did a review on this, and it kind of sparked my memory and reminded me to buy this. And I actually bought this before I started reviewing. But that being said, I want to give a shout out to Gary G, aka the Western Gent. If you haven't seen his stuff, he does reviews as well, and he's really good at them. He's very professional. He seems like a really nice guy from what I've commented on his videos and whatnot. And he kind of has a similar hairstyle to me, except for his hair is a little bit shorter. So he gets I would say as I would call it, a cleaner looking pomp. So definitely if you have kind of medium to short hair, you should check out his reviews because it shows you how to style and how his hair would work for different pomades. I'm definitely one of those people that would suggest checking many reviewers out and finding one that works with your hair style and length. I have thick, coarse hair, and it's on the longer side, so definitely my reviews will be good for you if you have thick, coarse, straight hair that's really long and you want to do a big pomp. Anyways, that being said, thank you, Gary, for doing the review and reminding me that this stuff existed because I completely forgot about it. The thing that makes this unique, other than being a pomade that's made in Japan, is that it was specifically designed, much like the Lockhart's counterpart, Lockhart's collabo counterpart, to hold up in heavy weather and heavy work. And so that's what initially really drew me to this product, because I'm always out in the heat and I'm sweating a lot. So I was like, oh, I want to give this a shot. The presentation on this stuff is really cool. For the foreign pomades, a lot of them I ran into have really different tins, and a couple of like an Indonesian pomade and then this one have the type of, it's like a screw lid, which I kind of really like. I think that's cool. The stuff looks like it's printed on, not a sticker on the back, which I always dig that. And then this is, it might be kind of hard to tell if I hit it at an angle, but you can tell that this right here, sorry, I'm flipping off the camera. This right here is embroidered. It's really cool to look at, and I really like their design. I really like the skull with the pompadour. The scent on this is said to be kind of like a clean floral. It's hard for me to describe what this is, but I gotta be real with you, I don't like it. It's, at least I don't like it in the tin. When it gets in my hair, it's okay. To me, it smells like a flowery, perfumey fruit. And the only reason I don't like it is because I'm really sensitive to perfume smells, like ladies' perfume and stronger scents like men's cologne. That stuff will really give me allergies, and I'm sure you've heard me snorting away in some of the videos that I've made here. So obviously I try to avoid super strong scents like that, and that's why I like novelty scent pomades. It smells like, to me, either a flowery apple or a flowery pear. And when you get it into your hair after a while, it starts to smell like pear to me. So once I get it in my hair, it's okay. So let's look at the scoopability of it right here, do the top layer of it. Typical what you were, wow, it's really big, sorry guys. Typical what to expect out of a gel-based pomade. It comes out really, really easy, and it looks kind of like that clear, shiny gel type thing. The breakdown is what you would expect from a gel-based pomade. You know, nice and clear, really good. When you put it on your hands, it feels like there's a little bit of weight to it, and I kind of like that actually. So it breaks down good. Let's put it in the hair. Now this stuff, for me, you think I use a lot of You think I use a lot of pomade, but when it comes to gel-based pomades, I have to use a ton of this stuff. Not on my sides, thankfully, but I will be scooping some of this stuff out to really apply it to the tops. Because the thing I've noticed is that with my hair, it likes to fall out really easy, especially in the back with gel-based, water-based, with exception of a few. It goes into the hair really easy. There's very little tug and pull, although you might get some stray hairs here and there popping out. For me, it wasn't that really big of a deal. When I'm applying gel base, once I get it in my hair, and this could be considered blasphemous, but I like to put a little bit of water in my hands, just a little bit, and I like to apply it wet. I already like to apply my pomade wet anyways, but I'll just get some water in there to help it harden up. I mean, isn't that the point of a gel-based pomade, right? You're using it because you want extra hold and you want it to harden up in your hair. I mean, I guess most people, some people like the helmet head, some people don't. I'm in between. Some days I really want like a very firm hold. Some days I want like a medium hold. It depends, but most gel-based are associated with the helmet hair type thing. This really isn't that bad overall. The one thing that I will say that is true to the label is that this stuff is really super slick. So putting it in is really nice, and it doesn't start to harden right away. And that's one of the unique characteristics about this pomade, is that I feel like overall it doesn't harden completely, and it does stay pretty slick, which I do like. It makes styling with it really easy. It makes combing really easy. It makes all the stuff really easy. This stuff is pretty good once you get it in your hair and start messing with it. The characteristics of it is that, like I was saying before, is that it's not going to harden all the way. And the one unique thing about this that I found while I was out working is that it holds pretty well, and it feels like it doesn't feel like a heavy hold. It's like that whole phenomena about how it feels like there's something in your hair, but the weight doesn't feel like there's something in your hair. So when you put this pomade in your hair, it doesn't feel very heavy, but it's also but it will hold really well. It'll hold really well to an extent, and I'll get into that in a couple of minutes. So let's style this up, see how it styles. For a water-based, and I'm gonna style a big pump today to show you that this stuff can get going pretty good. For a water-based, this stuff styles pretty easy. It's pretty good in that regard. You can get a decent round shape. I mean, you can tell that it's kind of doing the square thing a little bit, but overall, it holds and styles really well for a gel-based. I run into some problems here and there. Some people don't. I run into problems with gel-based trying to get a good round. See, it's kind of squaring up, but it's kind of, I don't know, it's kind of what you were to expect out of a gel-based, is not getting that perfect uniformity. I mean, some you can. I'm not going to say it's impossible, but it's usually on the harder side, depending on the product. But this stuff works pretty well for what it is. Not perfect in the styleability, but pretty well. So overall, my final thoughts on this product as a whole is it's a really good gel-based pomade. I like it a lot. The scent, once you get it in your hair, smells really good, and it works really well for what it does. However, the one issue that I ran into is that for how long my hair is and how the type of work I do, what I found is that because I sweat quite a bit on hot days, is that it would reactivate, which a water-based does, and this is the problem with a lot of gel-based, water-based, for my hair at least, is that when I start sweating a lot, it'll reactivate the pomade and make it soft. And what will happen is when I bend over, something like this, like a big chunk of my hair will fall out and then fall into my face. And that for me is really annoying. And I was hoping that this pomade wouldn't suffer from that characteristic with my hair personally, but unfortunately it does. The day that I used this pomade at work, I actually was running a little bit behind because I'll do my pomade reviews in the morning before I go to work, and I woke up a little bit late. So I grabbed this because I wanted to use it for a few days and took it to work with me and styled my hair there. And what happened is that I got so hot at work and I was sweating a lot that my hair fell out, and I kept combing it and restyling it, and it wouldn't settle because I was, even when I was in the air conditioning after that, my hair wouldn't stay. So what I had to do was actually go back out, grab this product again, since I brought it to work with me, and reapply to the back part of my hair. Now, that for me was a big letdown because I was hoping that since this was made for hotter weather that it would hold my hair a lot better. But in order for this product to stay as slick as it is and stay as pliable as it is, it doesn't harden that well. So when you get a little bit of water on this or a little bit of sweat, it's gonna fall out. Now, let me tell you this. I really think this is a good product overall. And what I would have to say is that if you're not in hot weather, like really hot weather, like 100 degrees, or if you don't have a strenuous job and you have long hair, this stuff will work for you. But if you have like longer hair like me and you're in a strenuous job, your hair might fall out. Now, this stuff would work great in colder weather. It would work great for shorter haircuts, like slickovers and smaller pumps. This stuff would be awesome. Unfortunately, for my longer hair, it didn't do exactly what I wanted it to do. I was hoping it would be kind of like cool grease for me, and it fell a little flat. Now, I still think it's really good, and I still think that a lot of people could get some enjoyment out of this product. I still can. If I know it's not going to be like a 90-degree day, I can wear this in like the 70s and 80s and it'll hold up fine. But if you're having a 90-degree day or above and you're sweating a bunch, there's a chance that your hair might fall out. My overall thoughts on this my overall rating on this, I'd give it a 4 out of 5. It's a great pomade. It's really good for what it does, and it does stay super slick. The smell smells good once you get it in your hair, and it's easy to recomb in your hair. That's the one really good thing about it, is you can style it without using water. There are going to be stronger holding water-based pomades out there, and this does dry your hair out a little bit. Not much, not too much, but the price of admission of this, and the only place I can see that you can get it, is Hedgeline, which Tadashi there does a lot of the importing in of random Indonesia, Japanese, etc. pomades, like Germany, stuff like that, pomades that we can't get. So this is going to be $18, and that's how much I got it for. And you get 4 ounces for it. But for me, personally, what I think is a better deal is getting 7 ounces of Cool Grease, Fiber Grease, or Cool Grease Red, or the Cool Grease Cock Grease for $16. I feel like that, if you're looking to get a foreign gel-based pomade, I feel like that would be the better alternative. Although this is, like I said, this works really well if you're not in extreme heat and if you have shorter hair.